Okay. Go on.
This was what it looked like from up about 15 or 20,000 feet as we drive. As I said, bombs away. I was up in the pilot seat. I said bombs away, and the bombardier was up in the front.
You dropped 10 bombs at a time?
What?
You dropped 10 bombs at a time?
10 100-pound bombs. That's what we dropped out of that old B-17. It is about the size of well, it's much bigger than a Piper Cub, but it's an awful lot smaller than any of the airport than the big planes, the 400 planes we dropped. Do you want to continue?
So how old were you when you first joined the Air Force?
Well, I had just started to college at Northwest Missouri State Teachers College. After graduating, I finally got $60 together that I could rent books to start into college. That was 3 years after I graduated from high school. So I graduated from high school when I was 17, 18 maybe.
Okay, so like 20?
What?
20, 21-ish when you joined?
And then when I was 20 or, well, actually, I had started to college in the first of November. It was on a quarterly basis, and before the first quarter was over, that actually my first trip home, it was 50 miles north of there, over across the north of the Iowa line, my home, my parents' home. They They announced Pearl Harbor while I was home on that first visit. I was coming up on 21. 21 was the draft age.
So did you enlist or did you get drafted?
Well, to avoid being drafted, because I was coming up on 21, and I would have been drafted, I was able to sign up because of being in college in a reserve program. So I stayed on for another year and a half. Well, actually, the following January 1st, I was called up to go into a reserve program for the Air Force. I had never been in an airplane before. Consequently, I haven't been in the driver's seat of an airplane since I got back to the States. I flew my number of missions. It doesn't say on there, but 31 or 32, and that was enough that I had finished my. They sent people home after they'd gone through 30 missions, or shortly thereafter, or unless they transferred them to
another place.
And at my age, they asked me if I wanted to go to Germany because one of my last missions was to bomb Berlin. Shortly after that is when they called things off. I was eligible to go to Berlin and go home, and I said, I want to go home and go to school. So I went back to a little old town in Iowa. I had a cousin in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Marquette University was there. I went there and I got my degree, college degree in accounting at that location. And
That's pretty cool. But yeah, I just want to ask you a couple questions.
what?
But I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Well,
Like
okay, ask me a dozen. If you want to sit down, please do. If you want to stand up, I can stand up.
Okay.
Since I'm 96 years, coming up on 96 years old, getting up from sitting down
Okay.
is harder than continuing to stand up. But ask me.
Is it okay if I go upstairs and then come back down?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Born in a little town in Iowa, I never saw a black person until I was in high school.
Really?
Really?
That's crazy.
We were right above the Missouri line, and the Missouri line had a problem with that. Now, my grandfather was on the north side in the Civil War. He marched through Atlanta, Georgia, and across Tennessee to with the group, and until the Civil War was over. He was kind of on the side of the dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
But he had already died before I was born, so I never saw. I never actually saw him.
That's still pretty cool, though.
Well, yeah. So, all right. Appreciate you coming out and being interested. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Grandpa.
If you get out of line, I'll tell you.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Yeah.